Hello traders and Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewson here, coming to you from the digital studios of Market Club. We're going to revisit Apple. As you know, we did a special report last week on Apple, why we think this correction we're seeing in Apple is going to actually come to an end very, very soon and start moving up. This is an important week for Apple. One is on Friday, that's the 10th, Apple starts taking orders for its smartwatch. Now remember what we said. We said if you count from the very high and count between 33 and 34 days from the high to where we are now. We're currently trading at 31. So 32, 33 will be Friday and 34 will be Monday. So right around there, the market should begin to pick up. A couple of things have happened. We're right at the RSI, plus we have our weekly trade triangle still red. When this turns green, it's going to be a very strong indication that you want to be long this market. I would say somewhere around the 129 area. If it goes over that level, we'll give you a very big alert on Market Club, and you want to be long the market because I think it's going to move up quite dramatically to probably the 140, 150 area pretty quickly. You'll be able to catch that move. So let's see how that plays out. But remember, we're getting very close to this 33 to 34 days. It's 31 now, so tomorrow, Thursday, it's 32. Friday is 33, which is right here. So let's see how that plays out. Looking at the Dow, here's the Dow. You can see it's sort of being flat here for a while. We're mainlining the 50 line, which is very unusual, but it seems to me that the market really is in need of some impetus to go higher, and that could be the earnings. This is the month where most of the major corporations release their Q1 earnings, and there could be some positive news or negative. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But generally speaking, you should be out of this market based on our weekly trade triangle. Pretty much the same news with the Nasdaq. However, the Nasdaq is just peaking over the 50 line. It does have a pretty good performance today. Watch for this market to turn. If it turns the weekly to green, that's a very positive sign. We'll have another big push up to perhaps higher levels. Let's see how that plays out. But generally speaking, if we see this market close over the 4,950 area, then I think that'll be a pretty positive day for the Nasdaq. On the S&P cash, still very similar to the Dow, hugging that 50 line. Really no strong trend. If you go further down, you can see this is flattening out. I'd wait for this to make a turn, and then you can get a better indication that we're going to go higher. So let's see how that plays out, but watch the trade triangles. They've been done very well in this market. We also promised you an update on gold, and here it is. The gold, we have the weekly and the daily positive. I think the 1200 level is going to be very good support for this market, even before that. But right around where it is now, I think it'll be good support, and I think we'll see the market turn up from there. Again, we are looking for this market to really make a turn and move higher, and we could well be looking at a situation where we have this sort of situation here and we move over this line. This is sort of gives you an idea of where we could go potentially if we break over the line. So you look at this area is sort of the left shoulder. This would be the head. This is the head and shoulders formation potentially. So you have this sort of movement like this, sort of coming like that. This would be the right shoulder. If we move over this, let's say the 1,230 level, you should have a move from the lows here, which is 1150. So let's say $12.20, that's $70, and you should move up from there to, I think, the $12.90 to $13 level, which takes you back to this resistance level we talked about before. Not sure what's going to be the driver here, but clearly the market is over the 50 line and the trend is positive in our eyes. Silver, much the same way. It's a positive trend. We expect this to go higher. You can see the monthly and the weekly is still positive. The daily is a little bit negative, but I think that's a little bit of a confusion because of this wide day we had here. I'm not sure that's the correct line, but if we just put a close only line in, I think it's a much better picture. So again, if we see this market close over the 17, I would say the 17.15, 17.20 level, I think we're off to the races on the upside. Silver seems to be outperforming gold right now. Here's the euro dollar. It's getting very close to making a turn back down. Again, we're right on the edge here, and if we put our candlestick charts in, you can see a break below this level. I would say the 107.91 level. We're very close to there right now. If we go below that, I think we'll see a lot more pressure coming in. We're below the 50 line, indicating further weakness. Here's crude oil. Crude oil is sort of trying to do better. It is over the 50 line, which is a positive. The news is very mixed on crude oil, but generally speaking, I think for the most part, I think we've seen the lows for a while here in crude oil. Obviously, if we see this market, let's scope this out just a little bit further. You can see it's been pretty flat here. And I think if you look at the new low here, which is right here, and you look at the lows right here, I think you've got the sort of double bottom sort of going on. We need to move over this level here, which is the 56 level. If we close over 56, then I think we've got something going on the upside. I don't know what it's going to be, but the reality is right now the interim and the short term are both positive. Just want to bring your attention to Alibaba. This is a stock that came on board, lots of publicity, lots of fanfare, moved up as high as the 115, 120 level, then really proceeded to just break down. Not dissimilar to what Google did when it first came on as an IPO. We think probably that it's beginning to make a turn to the upside. It hasn't gotten there yet, but you can see we're over the 50 line, and if we get over the parabolic here at 86.40, I think we'll be doing very well to see how this works. 86.28, excuse me. And we're not that far away from that level now. So let's see how that plays out. Hey, lots going on. Let's watch Apple this week around the 10th, which is Friday, and also on Monday. I think we'll have an opportunity to catch some moves on the upside there. And also let's watch the earnings that are coming out this month in the stock market. Hey, I'm Adam Hewson for Market Club. Thanks for stopping by. Every success with Market Club.